Hello, good morning. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all doing well. My name is Rima Bechara. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm live. Not yet. YouTube is not showing me as live. Let's try something else. Nope, I don't see myself as live right now, but I am. Okay, let's try something else. Okay, maybe now. Am I live now? This is interesting. 1 second. I don't know if anyone's gotten any notifications. Let me just go to another page. And go back to YouTube. Okay. First of all, I need to turn down the volume, and then I can't tell. I can't see myself. No. Oops. 1 second. Betty, if you can see me, can you just send me a message? Hey, good morning, Len. I can't find myself on YouTube again. I just saw you on what's it called? On my iPhone where I'm recording. And because I'm recording, I can't see anything. I'm going to try one more time. That's not true. I have not removed any videos. You're live. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just showing that I am not live. And I really don't know what's going on. Let me try refreshing. Okay, I'm going to start. Yeah, I'm still not showing I'm live. I'm sorry. Okay, so yesterday we did these. These two, and I love the way they came out. I did some parts of this ceramic pumpkin did not, I pulled them off by mistake. I pulled the glue off by having them touch something. So I reused, I'm sorry, I'm just feeling a bit flustered because I can't find myself. And I don't like that at all. I'm going to use this paper. This has not been painted. I'm just going over it. So let's start from here. And see where that takes us. And I do hope I did not put away my, and I'm sorry, I won't be able to answer comments. I won't be able to see comments. I'm going to actually switch everything off and maybe restart. And give it a few more minutes. So I'm using this one, and I wish I could remember the name of it. Hold on 1 second. I might know the name. No, I don't. I can't remember the name of this, but this is one of my favorite ones. And this is being done foiled without paint, with just putting on the foil adhesive. And look at that. Let me just see if I can see something here. I am finally, I think I might be able to get it. Okay, yes. Hello everyone, hi Hazel, thank you for sprinkling. Good morning Hazel, good morning Elizabeth. Thank you Betty, I really happy to hear that. I just pressed a heart for myself. Hi Betty, hi Lynn. Did I say hello to everyone? Okay, I'm glad. Okay, so this is what we're doing. And I'm doing strip by strip, just so that I can see what's going on. So I'm rubbing right now with my finger. This has no paint. Remember, this has absolutely zero paint. And I did bring a toothbrush, which I think I'm going to need for the centers. Let me see if I can find it. And there's another toothbrush. And let's see. Don't you love this? I love the look of this. Look at it. I'm really happy with this transfer and with this paper. Look at this. And this is without painting the base coat. Oh, and why did this get stuck here? Well, the paper also transferred onto my mat. So let me just bring this again. I'm hoping you can see. I'm trying to be aware of areas. Yes, blue bonnet, that's it. Thank you, Betty. I'm going to do this bit. Blue bonnet has been amazing. Oops, the transfer I'm getting. I'm going to cut another piece. And I'm just doing strip by strip. I looked for my wax paper that was here and I have not moved it. And it seems that it's disappeared. I've decided I'm doing it this way now. Instead of vertically, horizontally. This is not going to come off, maybe, I don't know. And maybe then I'll move it down. And even though this has a pattern, it does not seem to impact it. Look, isn't that beautiful? And you know I never say anything is beautiful about the work I do. Wow. I'm quite impressed. Not by me, but by the foil. Let's try it again. And then we'll do the bottom bit. I wish that Cindy was on, because I did do something yesterday with regards to her question, just to see. How it would work on pumpkins. I think I'm in love with this. And I'm going to need another piece. And I've gone over a couple of the flowers more than once. And I am thrilled, I have to say. So if you haven't tried Blue Bonnet, you should. I have a limited quantity of it. And that would look amazing over blue. And yes, it does have a design. Look at that. All that needs doing after I do this is to be sealed. Actually, I want to do this bit first. So what do you think? Oh, I like it. Now, for someone who wants more traditional look to the pumpkin, not with glitter, this would be perfect. Let me try and get a few more in the sticky areas. And let's see how it works. I'm doing the individual flowers in areas where I think might need it, but oh, just this one here. Just to fill it. You can fill in if you feel you don't have enough flowers. You can add them on. Just like see here, there isn't a flower. Let's see if we can add one on. Yep, look. And here. Anywhere that's sticky, that you want another flower on, this would work. I hope I'm doing this in front of you. And let's do one more. Oh, it's sticky here. Let's do right here. There's just a little bit of blue. I'm just going to do a bigger flower. See? I'm really love with this. This is not sticky. I'm looking for sticky areas. No, none of them are. I don't feel anything sticky. Maybe here. See this? Yeah, that's a bit sticky, so let's do that. Part of it did. Okay. in the center right here. You can pick and choose where you want to put it, and I really like that. What do you guys think? I'm really happy with this. What does it look as good on camera as it does here? I'm going to move these out of the way. This one just needs sealing and some decorating, I guess. Okay, let me just remove these. Thank you, Betty. This is the one that we did yesterday for the pumpkin, for this one. And I'm going to do it as a base. So I'm going to cut some of this off. And it touched some of the white pumpkin, unfortunately. And let's see how well that covers. I only did one side. And this is wood. Because it's wood, it has grains. So you need to scrub. Yeah, see, now that I scrubbed it even more, can you see the difference where you can see the grain of the wood or the wood underneath? And areas where I've scrubbed really hard and didn't get into the grooves of the grains. Look at that. I want to add a little bit more here. That's if you want it. I'm just showing you. For me, it doesn't matter because the pumpkin is going to hide most of this. But just in case, here I did not scrub as hard, and you can see it. Look at this. I did not scrub, so the foil did not come off. Let's see if I can do that now. I'm not going to use the same section because it's going to be very hard to make it match. So I'm just filling in. I don't know if any of this, I don't think I painted this, I left it black. I don't think I put any foil on here, but this one, when we get the stem, will look like this. Okay, now the second pumpkin, and I'm going to turn this around because it's annoying me. And I've kept them separate, so they're in different places in my office or in my studio because I didn't want them touching again. So remember, this is the one. Thank you, everyone. So remember, this was the one where the paint and the adhesive got removed. So all I did was, I did not repaint. I just wanted to see how it would work out if we just go over the foil adhesive without paint. And you can tell the darker areas are the painted ones. And let's see how that works. Oh, well, it's transferred without even, just with the adhesive. That's interesting. Look at that. This is going to be my test. So this is where we're going to test different ones. I'm not looking for a complete finished product. Let's just go around and not waste this piece of foil. We're going to do it a mishmash of different things, just to see. And it seems to be transferring fine over just paint. I mean, just adhesive. Okay, I'm trying to find another area that, okay, right here has no paint. I just went over it with the foil. And actually, the areas that are working the best are the ones that are not painted. I wonder. This bronze is interesting. The areas that are coming off, and look at this, are the areas that are painted. Isn't that strange? Let's pick another color, because this one is going to be a mishmash of different things, just to see how foam reacts. Let's try some of this sunflower. Thank you, Betty, for the reminder. Yes, please, if you could all subscribe if you haven't already. Like, and please put a comment. Tell me what you think. I really would appreciate that. This is a sunflower. Let's see. And maybe that foam only needs, or styrofoam only needs foil adhesive. Or both, or can be done both ways. I'm just trying different things, but I do have 2 other pumpkins that I started working on last night. I don't know if I'm very fond of this. You know, maybe if we did this, if we had a black styrofoam one. And the other thing I wanted to try is using chrome paint over foils. Even though we did this one, and this was a foam one, you can tell by the center. This one was in black. And this one, everything I waited 24 hours for. So I'm not quite sure what to make of this. Look at the bubbly ones. Let's see. The ones that Elizabeth, are you on Elizabeth? Light. See, it's still pulling off the paint and the adhesive. This is kind of weird. I'm going to have to experiment a little bit more with this one. Let's see, let's do this one. And this will be the last one I try. Then we'll do the other two that I prepped very quickly and see. This is dragon something. Elizabeth, I was trying to show you the look of the raised oh, I'm sorry, Betty. Of the, you know, the alien looking one. I call it alien looking. This one is looking good. I just wish it wouldn't keep bending back on itself. Let's do more. And this is over white. I'm quite surprised. Thank you, Betty, for sharing. Elizabeth, I spoke to Betty about saying your friends, yes, it's Golden Dragon. Do it this way. I mean, it's pulling it off nicely. About your friends saying that they're on private. She's been finding that for some reason, they keep going back to private. It's not something we're doing, so she's been checking. And, okay, sorry. Okay. Closer to me. Is this good? This one is transferring very well over the styrofoam. I am surprised, but happily surprised. Closer to me. Like this, you mean? I'm trying to keep this in the center. Yeah, I think a lot more experimenting needs to be done on styrofoam, especially with the ornaments for Christmas. But most of this has transferred without giving me any aggravation. Yes, it is. The colors are unbelievable. I mean, this doesn't look like much, but oh, there's not much here. Let's try here. No, see, it's pulled off again, the paint. It's not pulling off the styrofoam, it's pulling off the paint. All right, well, enough playing with this. This is not, this is just an experimental one. Now, the other two that I did, this was a styrofoam one. And what I wanted to do with this one is we have a foil called Golden Harvest. Yeah, I'll play around with it. And this one is great for glass, but what I'm going to do with this, because is try it on here instead of leaf. And did I mess it up? Now this was painted in blue and in cream, just to see I like the color blue for Thanksgiving, for pumpkins, and I like the color cream. And what I decided to do was just to try both colors on the same one and add a touch of gold. Usually I would use gold leaf, but gold leaf, as you all know, is messy. So I randomly applied the adhesive on the foam, and I'm rubbing this with my fingers. Thank you. And see how I just wanted some gold. I didn't want it completely gold. Now, I didn't pay much attention to how I was applying the foil adhesive, but I applied it very, very lightly. Not at all heavily, because that was not what I wanted. I wanted a very light look. On the cream and on the blue. And I'm using just my hands, not my nails, my hands. There's some more here, I can feel it. And then we'll move on to the blue. Okay, and on the blue, I'm going to have to cut out another one. Let me use what I have here. I just wanted to see it's the look, not the finish that I'm looking for. I wanted to see if this would work instead of gold leafing. Yes, absolutely. And this does work really well because you don't have the mess of gold leafing. Let me remove this. There isn't, I don't remember where I put the glitter on, the foil on, but on foam, the look it would give you is not a solid look. It would give you, on blue, it would look like this because of the nature of the foam. And on, trying to find, oh, I think I've got some here. It is a nice texture. I don't know why this one, did I forget to add? I must have forgotten to add as much as I wanted of the foil adhesive. But what I like about this is that because of the texture of the foam, see here, you get the colors to show through. Let's try here again, with no mess of gold leafing, and really very little size. This isn't even 6 inches of the paper of a foil piece. So on the blue, you would get this kind of texture where it's just the tops that are getting covered. And if you're doing cream, it would be like this. Now up here and on here, I know that I applied it lightly. I did not go into every single hole. But I might add a little bit more adhesive to this and try and make something more me. And again, this is the part I hate because it's a Dollar Tree. The finish is not very good. But with a dark color, it's camouflaged, but you can still put a ribbon. With a lighter color or 2 colors, it's not. The last one that I also did is very similar, but this one again is just blue. And I mixed 2 blues with it. And I want to try it on just, and this is a plastic one, not a foam. This is just plastic. So let's see. With the foam one, you think not? I don't know. I kind of, if you're doing a harlequin, yes, I agree. Now this one is the same thing, but it's just using 1 color. A mix of 2 blues. And randomly applied the adhesive. And I actually like the shine of this. And let me just see. I mean, it's not even taking any major pushing. I'm holding it in one hand and literally using the same hand to apply. So if you're careful with how you apply, and I did this haphazardly, I wasn't paying any attention to where I was applying the adhesive, but without much effort, and with just one hand, let's see where else it's sticky. Unless I put it down, I'm not going to know. But see how little? I mean, this would be the look I would like. Just a little bit of the glue. Oh, I found some more here. But look at this. I really like, if I'd been more deliberate with where I was placing the gold, and I might add some more adhesive on this, and finish it off. And you can decorate these. We talked about decorating. I got, where is it? This is what I'm going to do with this one. Yes, exactly. But you know, you don't throw out these bits, because if you foil it, if you foil another one, you can use these bits because they're random. I got this from Amazon, so I'm probably going to use this in here. Or you can use a pick like this. I don't know that I would use the colors. What I would probably like to do is, lately I've had a thing for pine cones. Put some pine cones here. You can put leaves as well from picks. I don't know that I have any that would work. These feathers you can add, glue them on. Pomegranates, little mini pumpkins, depending on the color. You could also paint these or foil them. Let me see what else I have. There's these leaves. I got these last year. These would also work. You could glue those on, put some glitter. Oops. Different ones. Reuse the stem that, I'm trying to find the stem that was on this one and reuse it for a smaller one. And I'm trying to find that. You could also use paper one. Yes, dried wheat. Do I have any dried wheat? Dried wheat would be perfect because you need something that's plain. But you could even use this as a stem. Paint it and use this, which is a little miniature gourd, I guess. I don't know that I would put an acorn on here. Yes, that's true. But if I painted this blue instead of red, you could do this. So there's really a myriad of different things that you can do for foiling. Now next week, what I'd like to do is I might want to do another pumpkin, but I'd like to do it with what's the word I used earlier? When you paint black, chrome. I want to do something with chrome. I want to use not just black, I want to try it out with dark colors. And it might be on a pumpkin, and it might be on something else. But I plan to do 2 different ones. One would be decoupage paper one. And color shift too, yes, we could do that too. Chrome and maybe maybe chrome and color shift can be done on the same live, and then decoupage paper. As for the third one, I'm not sure what it'll be. I did get some from a company called Taperology. a package today that I'm going to open up and see exactly what it is. And maybe we can use those on pumpkins. But next week, we could do texture paste. Thanks, Hazel. So it all depends on, I have these ideas, but it depends on how much time I have to get everything organized, because as I'm sure you know, it takes me forever. So I will see you all next week. Have an amazing weekend, and take it easy. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye.